I love this. I love this.
Me?
I love seeing my friends shine.
You wanna talk about black love?
Dark days, dark days. Dark days, dark days.
Black love?
I need you to heal me, hold me like my mother. Shit's been getting real lately, I just did a Marza. Missing like my father, tired with my arms up. Praying when they cut me, you'll come but me with a
Rick and Morty.
blaster.
I didn't like that show.
Really?
Yeah.
You wasn't a fan of Rick and Morty? It's quite surprising.
I know. I don't tend to admit it often.
What about it? What about it didn't you like? I love Rick and Morty. What about it didn't you like?
I don't know. I genuinely have no idea. I just remember going, yeah.
I
think the maybe at the time I needed more story. I needed more depth.
Is it?
I needed more motivation.
Okay. So how are you, bro?
Have we started?
We've started. And you know what's so mad? They said it as well.
When?
Tom was like, yeah, we're rolling.
Jeez Louise. Impromptu. Okay, yeah. I'm good. I've been all right.
Last time we spoke, where you were here, is backstage at Gets His show. Let's go back to where you were then, innit? How was? Because I remember you saying to me that obviously like you were still a bit upset about the way the life situation was looking.
Yeah.
In the future, because that was like that show was like one of the last shows.
Yeah, that was the last show I did.
That had happened.
Yeah.
That in London. I think the lockdown was what, like maybe even 2 days after that or something like that. Do you get me? So
it was tough. Like for context, I had my whole tour lined up. The shows were all sold out. And we had been gearing up to this for like 2 years. I remember kind of finding out that Europe was cancelled, and I thought, well, it was done. Like, it wasn't gonna happen. And then I think I kind of kept hope alive, thinking, yeah, any minute now I'll be able to get back on stage. It didn't go that way, which is tough because I really enjoy doing live shows. Do you know what I mean? Like, a big part of why I still do music is so I could just one day say, oh, I've put out enough music to just tour forever.
where are you like today? Because I know you're working on your album.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's coming.
It's coming.
Talk to me about the process.
So Charismatic is the extended project, because everyone loves to call it.
Congratulations on that. That's an amazing body of work, brother.
Thank you.
In God's body as well and everything. To be
I
fair,
didn't
all
like
of
In
them.
God's Body that much.
You said this. Where did you say this? Where was we talking and you said that?
I'm just honest.
And I was like, what?
I can openly look at a painting of mine and say, fucked up the nose.
Speaking of paintings, let's just do this now. So that's
Show
for you.
is full of surprises.
That's for you, brother.
This is a very fancy sip and paint.
I mean, that's what you're doing to me.
I'm just saying.
All right.
Let's do this. Ooh, what? So is this like a? Oh, it's like a canvas piece of.
Yeah, it's a little
Wowzers!
6x4, John. You ain't get me.
Jesus Christ, Shay,
A
you have
Sharpie.
moved on up.
Me. I'm doing what comes naturally, big man.
I love this. I
Yeah,
love
get me.
this. I love seeing my friends shine, man.
Come on, man. Thank you, bro. I feel the same. Bruv, congratulations on Simmer.
Oh, thank you.
Do you know what I mean?
Thank you.
Please, let's talk about that. Let's talk about, because I remember one time we did have a conversation. I was like, what you been working on? And you was like, I've just been spending a year writing for other people.
I think it's nice having friends in music that you can call upon whenever you just need to make sure you're on the right track. And yeah, just, I guess, be creative. I feel like everyone's so far away from each other. Everyone thinks that everyone's busy and can't talk. I'm like, you can call me for anything. Do you know what I mean? There's so many friends I have in the industry that fans will write to me and say, oh, you should do a song with this person and that person. And I go, okay, I could, great. It'd probably be a great song.
Yeah.
But why?
I'm with it.
Do you know what I mean?
I'm with it.
Music is best when it's organic.
Of course.
And I think if two people organically have the chemistry enough to make a record that works, then that song will be, and it will come out and you'll hear it and it's a vibe.
I think that what we did with Dark Days, because obviously moving on to the album, and thank you for that verse, bro.
That's all right.
Because that's definitely one of the most prolific verses on the album.
Appreciate it. I mean, it was funny how it all came together.
Yeah, because we wrote that in lockdown. Is it the first lockdown?
They're all the same, aren't they?
Yeah, I can't even roll. I've lost count. Has there been 4? Has there been
listen,
4 lockdowns?
Just because they moved my cell don't mean I'm not in jail.
Ooh. I feel like, is that on the album?
No.
That has to be on the album now.
No.
Find a way, please.
That one's for this, man.
I'm a fan. Do you know what I mean? Like, you should work with... Yeah, talk to me about the process of putting that verse together.
All right, so I'm in my house and I get a call from Che Lingo and and I answer the phone and Che's like, yo.
That's not how it sounds, bro.
Che's like, yo.
Brother, that's not how it sounds.
How are you?
Oh my days. Is my voice that deep? Is my voice that deep?
Che's
I'm not saying that
respectful.
deep.
Che will ask you how you are, innit?
Of course,
you won't just ring you for the favour.
Come
He'll be like,
on.
yo.
You gotta
well,
ask how
like,
people are,
how
bro.
You,
You might not be in a
on?
space. Come on.
And he's like, yo, I think I got the record for us. And I'm like, oh, sick, send it over.
Yeah.
And the whole time I'm listening to it, I haven't hung up the phone. He's still on the phone. So I'm like, this is vibe. I can run this.
Yeah.
I goes, how soon do you need it? He goes, as soon as you can. I goes, cool, I'll just do it now. And I put the phone down.
Yeah.
I put the phone
it was
down
a
there.
FaceTime.
It was FaceTime.
You was on FaceTime.
On
Yeah,
FaceTime.
of course you were.
I've moved the camera, like the mic, and just rap the verse line by line to Che over the phone. And then it was done.
You wanna talk about black love?
Dark days, dark days. Dark days, dark days.
Black love.
I need you to heal me, hold me like my mom.
Bro, I mean, we've known each other for a minute now.
Yeah, because of
No!
I know, chill out.
No!
Relax.
No!
You don't know. Just chill out. I had to look at you first,
Bro, no, it was before that. It was before that. Oh my days. And we went to your crib and we had a conversation. Yo. Yeah, yeah. Anyway, kill that.
Well, this thing,
Yeah.
easy. I'm a very cheap date.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean,
Very cute.
I do remember that.
I think we got Chrissy, who's about to bring us a couple more. What's this one, Chrissy?
This one is King of this Castle.
Come on.
Che, you're just moving on up in life, isn't it?
Me,
You know what I
bro.
mean?
I'm just trying to make sure I accommodate my friends well. Do you know what I mean? Thank you so much, Chrissy.
Oh, man.
Appreciate you. I'm trying to make sure I accommodate my friends well. Cheers, brother.
Cheers. Thank you, sir. It's different.
Yeah, that's deeper. That's a deep. Thank you, Chrissy. Yeah, I remember when we were walking up up the estate, and we just come out of the youth club, and that, bless that guy, K9 was the guy that engineered us in that session. He just happened to work at that youth club, and he'd helped me build from a previous youth club. Actually, he'd not followed me, but we both kind of migrated over at the same time. I might have even followed him over there, to be fair. Yeah, and I think that was one of my earliest, like, and most fond kind of memories of conception. You know, like, this is where it started and this is how it's going. That kind of thing.
In an early version of the UK, people was very much kind of like trying to decide who they wanted to be and how they wanted to do it. I feel like our generation of music artists from the UK kind of got lost in the transition between SoundCloud and more traditional DSPs like iTunes and Spotify. So then a lot of people get signed up and then kind of forgotten about, because even though they signed them, they didn't have a plan for them.
Yeah.
And then that same million doesn't go over to the DSP, so you could have a bajillion streams on whatever platform, and then you go over to Spotify and iTunes, and then you don't anymore. And you kind of just got to start your career again.
Again, yeah.
I remember the first time Sam Henshaw got signed, and ringing him and going, yo, this is mad.
Yeah, yeah.
And almost speaking about the kind of bread that we was getting offered back then.
Yeah.
It's not the same now.
No, bro.
We've moved on up in the world.
It's not the same. Cheers. Clink, clink. Clink, clink, baby.
It's very different.
Let's talk about that. Who were you before you ever stepped in the booth?
Oh man.
Who were you before? Like, talk to me about that, because I don't think I've ever spoken to you about your like deeply though.
Yeah.
Obviously, I used to paint and this and that, and I know you do a lot of your own artwork. Do you know what I mean? So, talk to me about who Kojey Radical was before you stepped in any booths.
I think before music, I had gone through so many transitions of the person I wanted to be. I wanted to be the baddest on my estate.
I think I'm done.
Nah, I'm not even close.
I'm waved though, so it looks nothing like you.
I'm not even close to done.
Are you not close to done?
Nah.
Are you trying to turn that into a thing?
Yeah, this is your next album cover.
Is that my next album? Aye.
It's not gonna be that cold.
Right,
I don't want.
I mean, if it's super cold, if it's crazy cold, I'm actually gonna put my pen over. I've never done this before, but I'm actually gonna put my pen over here.
Before music, I was a young black teenager in a heavily biased world, trying to figure out what would make me important enough to survive. Where I was living and where I'm from, not many people really make it past a certain age.
Where is that?
Hoxton, Hackney. For me, anything I decided to do was to add value to my lifespan.
Yeah.
Quite honestly. Which is why I don't tend to talk about it.
My mum had me when she was super young, and she was involved in a whole load of stuff, and she switched it around so quickly when I was born. And she's so supportive of everything I've done since the beginning, but she's also been very pragmatic about it. Like, if you're gonna do this, you need to have a plan. Like, what's the plan? If you ain't got a plan, don't come to me with it. I feel like with a record like Dark Days, and the way it came together, there wouldn't have been anybody else other than you that I wanted on it, because I don't feel like anybody else knew me in enough of a way and understood me enough and understood themselves enough to give me a verse like that for a song like that.
Okay, I'm done.
You're done now?
Yeah.
Is it penned?
Yes, for now.
Alright, cool. I like that. Alright, cool. We'll keep it like this and we'll swap later.
Cool.
When we did make Dark Days, it was a no-brainer. Like, yeah, this is the one for Coach. Do you get me? Like, this is the one for Coach. That's it. I needed the song to say enough that you understood the purpose. You get what I'm saying? And you said, alright, cool. This is the one.
Yeah.
Which is what you said. Do you know what I mean? So I think, firstly, I want to thank you for contributing to that.
That's all good.
And many more. Do you know what I mean?
Pleasure.
Many more to come.
Definitely. I think a record like that is more important than either of us.
Definitely.
Because I think at the bottom line, it's about the women. I think, especially these days, I don't know, I've been making more of a personal effort to connect and collaborate with black women.
Yeah, of course.
Because at the end of the day, I'm separate from the experience. I'm not a woman. Do you know what I mean?
Of course.
I think my day-to-day encounters with women, a lot of the time are always going to be based on past experiences, past personal traumas, and an inability to explain them in a way that feels like it's worth hearing. Because naturally, like, a lot's happened that puts the opinion of men further and further back. Do you know what I mean?
And at our own fault as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And most of these things are learned behaviours. Most of these things are like things that were okay at certain points in time for whatever reason, even though they were never okay.
To us. All right, so let's talk about, because obviously we made the song remotely. It was we made Dark Days over FaceTime. And I'd written the hook in my crib. We never touched the studio. Yeah.
We haven't been in the studio in the last 7 years.
Yeah, no. But that's one of my favourite records. I think all the feature records are my favourite records on the album. But that one specifically, especially, let's talk about the creative direction on the video. Let's talk about your creative direction, actually. How involved are you in the process?
I would say the earliest points of my career, I was way heavier involved in creative direction. My best friend, Craig, we was working on videos together prior. He finds Lewis and Alex, and he's like, yo, these guys are like next up. I'm like, bare like anti, man. I'm an anti-social butterfly.
Why?
So I'm like, nah, later, man.
Why do you think that is though? At that time, why was that at that time?
Fucking being a teenager, innit?
I hear you.
thinking you know it all.
Yeah.
And then no shit, still don't know nothing. What was dope about why I feel like I was blessed to be able to work with Lewis and Alex so early was that they just asked me what I wanted to do and then explained it back to me in a way that I can now see it. Back a day, my plateau of what I thought was successful was a lot smaller. So we'd get to like 20,000 views and I'd pop bottles. There's Moe drowned in the streets. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I'd take my foot off the gas completely. And then I'd check back in 2 years later and get angry at everybody else that my videos only got 90,000 views or 100,000 views. I'm like, why am I mad at them? I didn't push it. You get me? I didn't try. I just thought I made something good, everyone must like it. So to answer your question, I think now I spent a long period of time focusing on building my team. So that way now all I have to do is have an idea.
Yeah.
As much as I get like the pat on the back for being a creative director or a director or a filmmaker,
Yeah.
I can't do that without a team.
Of course.
At all.
Yeah.
So the credit goes to my team first.
Of course.
And then I'll take mine down the line.
You learn that collaboration is the lifeblood of this thing. You know what I mean? Like, you have to be able to open yourself up to people to understand what it means to really make art, because you need the perspectives, you need the understandings, you need to communicate with people to understand what it means for them to receive what your idea is in your head. Like, if you keep your idea to yourself and everything is about you and it's all very kind of inverted, when it comes to what you want to put to the world, you're only gonna fall short in a lot of cases. Obviously there's exceptions to everything, but 9 times out of 10 you're gonna fall short, because you're not gonna be able to see, like you said, like your bar became higher after a certain point, after the local successes and kind of the local understanding of what it means to put out a video and to give it to the world. Do you know what I mean?
The bar got higher just because I got sick of people just the whole underrated thing. Just I lose sleep over it sometimes. I just want to glass everybody that says it. Like, what the hell am I meant to say? Thank you.
Do you know what it is? I'll tell you what it is.
What? Stop it.
I put it this way, I've stopped taking it. You know what I mean? I'm just like, it will, like you've said it, it will be what it will be. That's your perception of what my thing is.
Why is everybody so sheepish?
I don't know, bro.
Because if everybody personally rated their own opinion, nobody would be underrated ever in life. You would rate something enough for it to be the highest
thing. It's more of a reflection of their opinion.
Everyone's just waiting for everyone to be like, I like this, and then now I like this, and then now we like this. Bro,
just appreciate it for what it is. Do you know what I mean?
I don't need nobody's ratings. I need my bread.
Yeah, 100%.
I've been doing this too goddamn long.
I hear you, bro.
I need my
I
money.
hear you. It's not about, for me, and again, this is, bro, my thing is completely separate. Like, I stopped caring about how people feel as passive listeners. You get me? Like, if you're not going out of your way to deep my thing, leave my thing alone.
I'm not going for underrated, bro. Like, I'm not going for that. That's not going on my tombstone.
Yeah, of course.
So
it's never.
So for me, I'm treating it like the N-word. Don't say it.
Raw.
Do you get me? Don't say that to me. Don't say that to me, bro. I'll spin it right now. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, pass me a mic and a pen. Let me go. Like, do you know what I'm saying? And then I'll show you what it is. Exactly.
Yeah, all right.
And I'm not laying down accepting it. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not going, that's my way in. I'm the underrated one.
Don't get it twisted.
No, I'm not that one.
Let me just clarify for them and for me, and for you. I'm not accepting underrated. I'm just not opposing underrated, because it takes away too much of the energy that I could be giving to the people that bothered. You get what I'm saying?
I'm not gonna lie, I go through phases. Some days I don't care.
Yeah, I mean, this is me. That's my default.
I care.
You get me? My default is, it will be what it will be. I know what I'm on. Alright, so basically what we're saying is underrated is taboo around here. You get me? So I know why you say, like, I'm treating it like the N-word, because I'm just not accepting it in my space. Like, it's just not a thing. Nothing matters unless it's love. You get me? But you're allowed to say what you're gonna say. Doesn't mean I'm accepting it. It means that you've said it. And that's just the fact in life.
That's the approach, innit?
Yeah,
I just go into my bubble, as in like,
course.
I'm happy to not play out with everybody. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't want to play out. If you knock on my door and say, is Kojey home? Can Kojey play out? Nah, he can't play out. He don't want to play out.
Nah. He's in today. He's in
today because, bro, the best way to describe it, yeah, is you know how much this means to all of us.
Of course.
That do it every day.
Of course.
So imagine like this is what I speak about in that time where I was like, right, and can't go back and all that stuff. Mental health.
We're gonna talk about that as well.
Mental health and depression and all that stuff. Listen, at the end of the day, you lot are sick, yeah? There's a reality that you stay stuck in. Do you see what I'm saying? When you don't like give certain things the right attention. For me, my approach is to say, okay, I'm away, bro. Do you get me? I'm out of it. Because so much of self is tied to what we do. And this is what gets me mad sometimes, like, bro, I get I'll be on it, bro, I can't be on these apps, man. I can't be on these apps, bro. Because like, it's not even just my thing, bro. Like, I'll be scrolling through, I will see like a female artist that man loves and respects. Read through their comment section and think, you lot are taking the piss.
But this is the thing, this is what I'm saying. I feel like there's so much of that exhausts me.
Exactly.
I ain't got energy, bro. I just don't have the time
but
or
I
the
do.
energy for that.
I do, because
do you get me?
this is
all
what
I know
do.
is I need to channel that into that person.
An opinion can't
get
smoke
me?
me, but I don't have to like your opinion. I could send smoke back for a smoke. It could be a cloudy room.
A very cloudy room.
Be a cloudy
We're about to be
room.
hotboxed, bro.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Word. Because
Trust me.
if it really gets to that, if somebody's directing it at me, like, yo.
I could smoke back, but like, it's people forgetting that if I've decided, right, boom, whether it's 2 years ago, 1 year ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 5 minutes ago, if I decided I've woken up and this is what I want to do for the rest of my life, that's the last thing I want to hear you tell me for the rest of my life. Do you see what I'm saying? And that's just my one. But again, imagine like, let's say now if I was a female artist, or whatever the in thing is. Do you know what I'm saying? And I'm a little bit bigger, but I'm me. Every time I want to post a selfie, I got to see about 5 comments talking about my weight this or my stretch. I'm vexed. I don't want to hear that, bro. Let's bring it back to the ends. Let's say now you've been on road for certain things. Do you get me? And you went away for certain things, but you've changed your life. You come back out. You don't want to hear everybody telling you you're this anymore.
Yeah, of course.
Do you get me? So it's like, do you know
You
what it is? It's that question of like, how's the music thing going? Absolutely not. Do you mean?
Yeah.
The music thing.
Yeah. Don't. Yeah.
I'm getting hot. Hey, let me back this up. I'm getting mad. The music thing, bro. No way.
This is the conversation we're having. Okay. And this is what I think is one of the most healthy ways to kind of process the two sides of yourself as a person and an artist, because I think a healthy environment as a person, it's easy to feel supported as an artist. But if you don't have a healthy environment as a person, you can still make amazing music. It's hard to feel supported because I've been on both sides. You get me? Like I've had a lot of the wrong people around me at the right times, and then I've had a lot of the right people around me enough to bring me out of the times that I felt were more dark or wrong for me. You get what I'm saying? But anyone who's ever felt like I love you, bro, like, you get me, or I love you, sis, this is what we have is special. Whether we talk every day or not, do you know what I mean? What we have is special. Like, no one's ever the worst guys.
I've heard it all. Like, bro, I've heard it. I've heard it all, man.
Give me some names. Give me some. What have they called the projects?
Because that's semantics, bro. Imagine this.
Yeah, all right.
Imagine you're just starting, and it's your everything.
I know you're going
now
with this.
every word is way heavier.
It means a lot more.
So now attention's coming, love's coming. It's small, but it's love.
Where are we right now?
2015.
We had this conversation backstage at Boiler Room. Go for it.
Thank you.
Go for it. I remember, bro. We're there. I'm there with you. We had this. Do it. Go for it.
It's 2015. You're starting out. You're getting in love. Things are coming your way.
Yep.
The opportunities is rigging. The labels then wanna hit the phone lines
of
now.
The A&Rs then wanna do that.
then what's that? What is an A&R? What does that mean?
Is it artists and relations?
I don't know.
I mean,
I've got 3 of them. Anyway, listen.
I mean,
listen. I remember, yeah, bro,
Yeah.
being in these friggin' labels, yeah, early on,
yeah.
and hearing them say to me, yeah, like if George makes it, you'll do all right.
Get out of here, man. Big up George, that's my brother. Big up George, but
George,
that's
you know it's
crazy.
love.
It's
But you know
always
what
love.
they're on.
Yeah, man,
Babylon is out there, bro.
If that's what
everywhere.
if that's what they're saying
the
to you,
sky is dark and the sky bleeds sometimes, bro. Babylon is righteous in its
in
steps.
front of you
Listen,
as well.
bro, I remember getting these contracts through, bro. Boom, they're here now. Get the call from the old manager now. Yo, yeah, the contracts come through. I'm like, yeah, sick, bro. Yeah, boom. Sit down, bro. First one, 5 racks for 3 albums. Second one, 25
For
racks.
free out? Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Yeah. This is what's really going on, yeah. Everyone will say, oh yeah, I got signed for meals and this, that and the other. No one gave you a meal. No one directly ever says, boom, here's a meal, take that. So now imagine walking in thinking your life's about to change and they say to you,
5 racks for
5 with a
3
max of 15. As an artist, so what? That's easily 8 years of work, 3 albums, yeah. Now put 8 years into hours.
Long day.
And you've been undersold, viewpoint.
That's long. That's one long day.
It's a very
what
long
that is.
day. That
That's
8-year
one
shift is
long day, bro.
It's long.
Yeah.
And your bread ran out ages ago.
Long
Your
time.
recording costs ran out ages ago.
Yeah.
All of that stuff. So for me, I'm hip to all of this, bro. Like, I am a servant of creativity. Regardless of whether I had attention or not, I was gonna do what I was doing. Vessel for it. I'm not collaborating to get clout.
I'm collaborating to unpack.
I'm collaborating to create history, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it has to hit from now to then.
No, you're right. I realized quite a long time ago that I've got more to offer than even just the music itself. There's so much that I want to achieve and do. But aside from accolades, I want to be able to look back on my thing and go, I'm happy with that. I understand what that did. I understand what was communicated within that. I know exactly who that healed because they followed me. They understood me. They messaged me. We spoke. I can't not do this. You know, aside from the insatiable hunger to create, I actually genuinely get depressed when I can't find the facilities to create. I get depressed, bro. I start to question everything in my life. I start to break down. I smoke more. Do you get me? Like it gets dark in here. Do you get me? And when it's not dark in here, it feels so freeing to just be able to let people understand where I'm at or where I've been. Because I write in hindsight. You get me? Like I need to get past it and then break it down to write about it. You get what I'm saying? To break down the most important parts, both for me and for them.
I got a question.
Go on.
What happens to your writing process when nothing's happening, when it's not dark?
I'm just barring.
You're
I'm just
barring.
letting it off for fun. I'm watching
serious?
battle rap and I'm letting it off for fun, bro. I'm on that. Like that's what I do. Like I write to no music. I'll write lyrics to no music. I'm just barring and talking about regular shit and I'm just swagging it. I'm just
I
getting
feel
off.
like a lot of artists are very self-destructive for the sake of inspiration.
In what capacity?
Let's
And
say
and the capacity you're about to talk, have you ever been there? Many a time. Many a time.
Chrissy! I need another drink.
And right on time. Right on time.
Shay's trying to kill me.
Right on time. Right on time. Thank you so much, Chrissy. You're a legend.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I've been great time. Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful scenes, bro. Beautiful scenes. Thank you for coming.
Pleasure. To be honest, bro, these cameras could have locked off 20 minutes ago and I was still been talking to you.
Come on. We already know what it is, man. You know why you're here.
Self-destruction for the sake of inspiration. Have I been there? Yeah. Does it help? Sometimes. In the long run, no. But I feel like it's almost, at this point, it's almost like a rite of passage of being an artist. The best self-destruction we ever witnessed was Kanye West.
Oh, mate.
Not my Dark Twisted.
Okay.
808s.
Yeah, I mean that was.
There's a lot going on. People sleep on what was going on.
He was doing a lot.
It's crazy out here.
Oh my.
Self-destruction is crazy, bro. I want to see this.
Yeah, nah, swap. 3, 2, 1. You've done it though. Oi, he's done it. This is this might be arguably one of the best ones. I'll be honest. This.
Yeah, I see you get all the writing on the jacket as well.
Yeah, I tried. Alright, show it to the camera.
Is it? You get
I feel like he's done a pretty good job here.
You get
I bet this is crazy. Yeah? I bet this is crazy. Bro,
Yeah,
thank you for coming.
Nah, it's a pleasure.
Big love.
Anytime, man.
Come on.
Anytime. And
Can you KO that in 10 seconds?
keep streaming the Worst Generation. So
Yes,
many
please.
things just go away because everyone's attention spans are shorter than they need to be. And I feel like the Worst Generation, the Worst Generation deserves infinite amount of love. Do you know what I'm saying? Until we're on tour, performing Dark Days, and going crazy with all of you people out there. And if any of you punks try to come up to me and say I'm underrated because you saw this video and think it's banter, say I'm locking off your song. Hey, keep streaming the Worst Generation, man.
Police. Mama still call me Hercules, cause she don't know about the felonies. Couple call me family, if I trust them still relative. Smoke good, still a tendency, tend to do the most of the Hennessy. Sipping more, I've been sinning lately, I be late calling for